Hey, this is XX Howling XX.
This is Cobalt.
This is Banana Kill.
And this is Geek No Bullshit. Today we're gonna just jump right into our topic like we always do. So yesterday, Anarchy hateful ass comes to my desk and asks, "Hey, you know what topic we should do? Why y'all hate Fortnite?" And I've made it abundantly clear that I say fuck Fortnite. But I'm dialing back my hate here for a bit because we need to be impartial. For just a second. Because I'm gonna tell you why I hate Fortnite. And it's not just Fortnite. It's all of you FPS bastards. My Fort Field. What the fuck is Fort Field?
What the hell are you trying to say? Battlefield.
There you go. My Battlefield.
Fort Field.
Fort Field. Fort Field.
Shitty ass crossover.
Because no, I thought of this other pun that I was gonna make, which was Call Fort, which because of what they're doing with Black Ops, where they don't have a co-op mode no more, and they're only gonna be a battle royale. I was gonna mix those two together: Call Fort or Fortnite. Call Fort, Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Bad
you know,
pun.
that's like saying hey, I hate cod. I really hate fish. Even though this is a gaming, and like you go along that whole train of thought.
Hey. Okay. So let's get interesting.
Moving on.
Let's get interesting. I do fighting gameplay. Most of my games you'll hear me talk about or be excited about is fighting games. That's my B&B, my bread and butter. But most people go, "Alex, how can you hate something you never played?" Well, I played it. So let me explain it. I was told, "Hey, Alex, you need to play Fortnite, bro. It's so fun. Go and do it." Now me, being me, clearly, I'm not the type of person to just jump in and try something.
I am.
But this one I gave a shot to. I gave it a try. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe it'll end up like Overwatch, where I enjoy it a little bit. Ironic, I enjoy it a little bit. I enjoyed Overwatch for a while.
I'll watch it better.
Then I downloaded, first off, took no time at all, which was unusual. So I downloaded it, and I turned it on. And it just says, "Welcome to Fortnite." And the Fortnite thing shows up, and everything shows up, and then I look at the menu. The menu just says play. So I play. All right, cool, let's play. All of a sudden, I'm on a fucking bus.
Dude, it's the magical school bus.
In a hot air balloon. First off,
Cobalt, your face.
Ass
It's magical school bus, man. I'm like 13 years old.
As are most of the people that play this game. Continue.
That is so true.
So I'm on the school bus, and then all of a sudden it was like, "Well, get the fuck off." Boom, picks me off, and I start following. I have no idea what I'm doing, no idea what the map is, no idea where I'm falling to, no idea of nothing. Now again, normally a game takes you to a tutorial. They give you some kind of thought process of how the game processes. Or they give you a campaign to show you how the process works, right? Something. No, you just drop people in there with no kind of understanding of what's going on. So then, I'm on the ground. I finally hit the ground. And the screen comes up, I'm ready to play. Screen comes up, and I'm standing there with a pickaxe. I have no idea what the pickaxe is for. No one's explaining this to me. I have no idea I'm supposed to gather fucking goods with it. But I end up back in a building out of frustration of figuring out what the fuck's going on. And then I seen something ding up onto the right side of my body. Which means I've collected something normally in a video game. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I have? And in the midst of me figuring out, okay, so there's other little sub-menus or little build menus. So if I gather enough supplies, I can build stuff. Okay, that makes sense. And in the midst of all of this discovery and panning it out or getting the thought process together, I got shot in the back of the head by somebody who found a gun in the first drop they went to. Game over.
Okay.
This is Fortnite. to me. It's stupid you don't explain anything to your player first. You don't give us a tutorial video, nothing to start off with. Even a little video of, hey, hi killers, this is what you need to do to survive in Fortnite. You need to explain that you don't run into the storm, because that's what happened the second time I played. There's something on the map, I was like, okay, maybe the purple stuff is where I need to be. No, it's not where I need to be, it's where I need to avoid. It wasn't explained, ran right into it. Like a dumbass.
So what we're getting to is, this is bad game management by the company.
Yes! Now I'm explaining how it's a bad game.
Okay. Now, one point that I would like to make first.
Go ahead.
First off,
go ahead.
Is that this game is free. I will say that. So you're not paying for this. So I can understand your frustration about not having a tutorial. I can understand.
You want to know the funny thing?
What's that?
There is a pay version, which is the campaign version, which
has a tutorial.
Now, here's the thing about it.
Which is, again, bad game management.
But they don't even advertise that unless you go into the shop menu to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go into the shop menu the first time I'm trying to play.
Very, very bad for new players. And this is like just bad game design in general. I mean, most games you should have some sort of setup to give you a basic understanding of what the game is.
Okay, well, I mean, let's be completely honest though. This game was just riding PUBG dick. Like, it was originally a zombie survival horror kind of, not even horror. It was just zombie survival, and you build up structures and you shoot zombies and stuff with your friends. That's originally what this game was designed to be, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as PUBG started being really successful, they're like, oh, let's ride this money train, and then they did. That's kind of my thought process behind how this game even got started in the first place.
And I agree with that. But here's the thing that frustrates me about, let's get to the big issue about Fortnite and why. It's not we understand that the game has mismanagement. But you want to know what really pissed me off about Fortnite? The people that love Fortnite. You motherfuckers. Every single one of you on the nose bastards who go, oh, you're not a real game player. You don't play Fortnite.
And that, although that's been said,
you're not a real video game player. You don't play Call of Duty. You're not a real video game player. You don't play this. Oh, you don't play that. Well, you're not a real man. But we don't talk about that. Here's the thing that pissed me off. It's the fan base that got me up in arms. It's the fan base, the fanboys, who's like, oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you can't think? Is that the problem with you? You think too slow? No, I like to be told about a situation before I'm just dropped into some shit.
No, I can understand you at that. Like, it is really. So I pretty much the only game that I enjoy gaming, but I enjoy mine more as like a leisurely experience. It's not, for me, it was never always about competition. For me, whenever I played a game, I was trying to learn about the story. I was trying to get the good, like a good narrative out of the gameplay. Like Batman Arkham Asylum, some of my favorite games, and that's a single player game, and it's not super hard to play.
No.
But it's fun, it's accessible, it's got a pretty good storyline. Like a game like Journey, super atmospheric, zero action, zero fighting, zero anything like that. But I just really enjoy that game because it's aesthetic, it's soothing, it's calming. And then, I started playing Smash whenever I got into college.
Right.
And that's the only game that I've really taken seriously competitively. And see, it always pisses me off whenever people refer to that as, like, oh, you're not a real gamer. Like you were saying, you're not a real gamer if you just play fighting games, as if they're somehow worse. Like I've had people tell me, I've had people tell me stuff like, you can't play another game that requires more thinking. Like, you can't play this survival game that requires more thought. And see, that's my thing, is in Smash, you're telling me that doesn't require thought? You're in a fighting game, you're telling me that doesn't require thought? Don't get me wrong. There are points of it that become muscle memory and instinct. But if you're trying to read your opponent if you're saying, okay, if is this person going to tech roll in or tech roll away, based on how much fear I've put into them right now, and based on their mix-up options, you're telling me that it doesn't require thought to me to see which option to pursue, which tech chase to pursue, which punish option to go for, what's my optimal setting based off of their reaction. If I down tilt them, am I gonna pressure them with an air dodge and then I can go into a free up smash or whatever? Like, it's just. Like, that doesn't require as much thought as an FPS or a survival game.
Now this is where it gets interesting, because before this, I talked to Anacule over here, and I asked, "Hey, is there any universal terms? Like, we have Cobalt plays mostly Smash. I play mostly other fighting games, but we share things in common, like frame data. Like, oh, this is safe." Or this is unsafe, or this is punishable, this is not punishable.
Yeah, end lag, tech.
Tech.
Spacing.
These are general terms. These terms can go for either game. So I asked Anacule, hey.
Hitbox, hurtbox.
Yeah, hitbox, hurtbox. I asked Anacule, hey, is there universal terms for Call of Duty? Or Call of Duty, Fortnite? Any FPS game there is
that can go between those.
That can go between genres, just like spacing and hitbox and hurtbox goes. His answer was there is, but he doesn't know. Well, now I know. I have put significant research into understanding your FPS games, and here's the thing about it: I know more about your FPS games than you probably ever will. Like, for example, every gun is programmed with a certain amount of frames of reload and restart. But did you also know that there is different frames within that animation where you can be hurt and where you cannot be hurt in reloading? Which is why some people don't reload certain guns in Call of Duty, and they just switch them.
Right.
They just switch guns.
And that's the same through every game.
Right. They switch guns instead of reloading because you can still be hurt during this reload time. I didn't know that. There are also places on the body of each character that each gun has different sets of damage. They have different sets of damage. The head has one set of damage. The torso has a different set of damage. The legs, the arms, each piece has its own separate set of damage. Okay. And in shooting in these particular spots and places, the damage differs by a dramatic amount.
Right. I mean, I think that's pretty common knowledge.
Right. It's pretty common knowledge. These are common things. But what's not common is how many guns don't do the same damage. In Fortnite, and we're particularly going to pick on Fortnite for this, the guns are not different from where you hit the opponent. It's only different in the rarity in which they are dropped.
Okay, so this, folks.
Let's go.
My background in gaming.
Let's go.
My big background in so we're slowly getting into this whole competitive talk of gaming and why Fortnite is bad in this sense.
Uh-huh.
So my background in competitive is when I was a teenager, I was actually a professional Call of Duty, and I played for a team. That was my whole background. I led multiple teams, and I joined a pro team for 1 or 2 seasons, and then fell off the face of the earth. Because Call of Duty, it was mostly just Call of Duty 2. I went over to Call of Duty 4 during that time frame on the PC, and then after that, it fell off because I got tired of all the wall bangs. I liked the fact in Call of Duty 2 that if you shot a wall, the bullet does not go through the wall. I can really hide if I need to and outplay my opponent by just guessing where they're going to be at. So there was some strategy in that. In Call of Duty 4, you just wall bang the same wall and be like, okay, I'm going to tag you or I'm not going to tag you. And if I tag you, I know where you're at and I'm just going to keep shooting the same place. So anyways, besides that, the reason why I liked Call of Duty and why I hate games now, especially Fortnite, a gun is a gun. It should not have different hit values based on rarity. It screws up the whole game. As soon as you introduce rarity, this should now be an RPG, MMORPG, something of that
So
sort.
you're specifically referring to the class system that the guns have in Fortnite.
It's
so
stupid.
between the gray, green, blue, purple, gold guns.
Correct.
That's what you're referring to.
That's what I'm upset with.
Okay.
Now,
It's
I,
completely
now in
stupid.
my research, the guns that are epic, I don't know what color the epic ones are.
Gold, orange.
Gold.
Okay. So according to my research, all of the guns that are in its epic mode do at least 2 to 3% more than the guns in any other regular mode.
Right.
Period.
Now,
But this is the type of game that they want to become esports. You don't start in the same playing field as anyone.
I see what you're saying. So, see, the thing is I've played a good bit of Fortnite. I suck at it. I'm so bad at it, but I've played a good bit of it.
I'm better
And-
at PUBG.
And I've seen, from what I've seen, so in Fortnite you have 100 health bar, and then you have 100 shield bar, right?
Right.
I've seen people get one-shotted in the head with like a purple or gold tactical shotgun, whatever, at full health, just because that gun was legendary or whatever, And see, like, and I'll agree wholeheartedly with you on that. And see, one of the things that people talk about enjoying and appreciating about Fortnite is they're like, oh, well, it's a little bit more random. It's this, it's that, and I'm like, right, but that breeds inconsistency. Whenever we're in, whenever you're in the middle of a Smash match or a Street Fighter match,
Yeah.
or Cross Tag, whatever you play, even Call of Duty, you start off with a preset development of guns.
There's some tactical thought beforehand. When you drop it at Fortnite,
it's luck based.
Yes.
It's
and
luck
it's
based.
even more luck based because they changed game or
And now,
rarity.
and now,
Correct.
and now,
PUBG was a little bit better.
and now, I will say this: the skill and speed at which you can loot a house do affect how good you are at the game. I will say that.
I have no idea what that means.
What he just said?
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm
actually you
stopping
can
the tape.
gather.
Like let's say
Like, stop the tape.
Hey, let's say two people drop on the exact same house. Inside of that house are the exact same guns, no rarity differences, no nothing. Let's say there's a green AR, a green tactical shotgun on the bottom on both houses. They each drop. One person goes down it really fast. The other person goes down it really slow. That and then can run over and shoot and kill the other person that was going slower. So the speed at which you can loot does affect how good you are at the game.
So we're talking about APM values.
The speed, how fast you can find things, grab things, pick
APM.
things up.
Your APM.
Okay, so then, yes, I'm going to suck at that. Period.
Correct.
Because that's not how, like, it doesn't breed any room for different type of play styles. That's what I feel like. Okay, so in most of the fighting games I play, I don't play like a rush down, super high rush down style. I do this really wait, bait, and switch. I'm good at making you make mistakes in the neutral type of game style. But I can do that in a fighting game. I don't have to go fast to do something. I can do this at my pace or make my opponent play at my pace instead of the other way around.
And see, that's another thing. Like
There's no variety.
That's because
you and I have made comparisons between Melee and was it CS? Was it Counter-Strike? Or was it StarCraft?
Lord.
The button inputs per second.
yeah.
Remember, we were making comparisons between that.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me that you can't think fast enough, if you're telling me that I can't think fast enough to keep up with Fortnite, whenever you've got 6 or 7 IPS in a Melee or a StarCraft match, that's garbage. That's garbage. That's absolute garbage. Have you okay? So you guys both know who Ninja is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone freaking every.
I had to find out during my research. I only found out during my research.
Man, I about almost threw you under the bus. Actually, folks, I'm gonna still say this just to put more bullshit into this podcast. I would said every actual gamer would know who Ninja is because he's so prevalent in the community.
Yeah.
He's prevalent in the community, and that's the thing about it. We have prevalence in our community. You don't hear me going, "Oh, you don't know who Tasty Steve is?
Oh no.
You don't know who Mango Nation is? You don't know Mango Nation? Boy, who you don't know? Who else? You don't know Sage Ham? You don't know Yipes? You don't know Low? You don't know Low? Tier?
Oh God.
God! You don't know who that
Fuck him.
Stop doing my hero poses.
Yo.
But like, no, but see, even Ninja has made comments about like, he's like, you know, if you think Smash is dumb, you don't know video games. You don't understand video games. Ninja has straight up said that. It's literally on YouTube. I pull it up right now. Anyone
Smash, I love Smash. It is so freaking competitive. I played it, growing up, and you can definitely tell a difference between someone who's just like leaving to play it and someone who.
And see, that's my point. Is it's like Smash is consistent.
Yeah.
Whenever you start in the exact same place, and you start on an even playing field with your opponent. No items, no randomness to it. It's 100% consistent every time.
Do you ever play with items? Because I love,
I
put it on, I was like, look, when they put on like all the Pokeballs and all the hammers and all the stars, let's just go have a blast.
Of course you play. Of course you play like that on occasion.
It's a party game.
It's a party game. Of course you play like that on occasion. But in competitive play, I start off with nothing but my fists. I start off with nothing but my character, and the opponent starts off with nothing but their character on the stage in an equal, neutral position.
Actually, I want to make this comment like right here. Do y'all want to do a horse racing Super Smash video?
Oh, what?
So
pick a character, pick a pony, and
so they're all CPU characters. And it's just a fun blast,
yeah,
and we can all comment on it all at the same time.
Now, stop where you at. This is where me and him will have an advantage over you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Because, are we putting any items in?
No.
Okay.
No.
So then
this is always a no item.
Good.
I mean,
Now,
at least for
I'm
now.
getting ready
I guess we can always change it up.
No. I'm getting ready to prove a point.
Yeah.
Here's the point. The point is, our knowledge of video games would help us in that sense. Because the type of knowledge we have is, okay, when we pick a horse, we're not going to pick Ness and a Rosalina. We're not going to do that. If you pick Rosalina, we're not going to pick Ness. Do you know why?
Why?
Because that's a bad matchup.
That is an 80-20 matchup.
Bad. We have that type of knowledge.
Okay, wait. Hold on 1 second. The way this horse actually goes is you fill all slots.
Right.
And then it's a reveal all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like horse betting. You don't know who your
opponent is picking.
Yes.
But I know who I'm gonna pick.
And that helps us still, because then we will see exactly who the roster is, and we'll go, who's the best horse here? Because we know the frame data. We know which one they're gonna. We know what.
But I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be hilarious.
No, but it's on point.
That's what I'm just trying to say.
Fair enough. I get you, but I'm on point. The point is that we have different type of knowledge as gamers. Let's get this right. The reason why I hate Fortnite is because we no longer get appreciated for the knowledge that we have.
Anikil, do you know what perfect pivoting is?
I have an idea, but you're probably more knowledgeable than this.
I am. In Smash, perfect pivoting is a input where you flick your controller in one direction and flick it back immediately in the other direction. So you move in this direction, and then you're facing the other direction instantaneously. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
So getting that button input down is like a 1, 2, 3 frame input. It's a very small window. It's a flick. It is literally a controller flick. Okay.
And it sucks because I'm still trying to master it with Ganondorf for his
his up smash.
His turnaround and like his boot, his Sparta. Boom.
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
But no, like so for as a Little Mac main for Little Mac. That is an essential tool that you have to use. Perfect pivoting and up tilting is one of the best options that you can use for Little Mac in terms of a combo. I can do a down tilt and do a perfect pivot up tilt in a couple of frames. My point being, that button input, getting all of that down, and being able to apply that practically in a combat situation, in a match, in a competitive tournament match, and use that effectively, like that, it took hours. It took hours, and it's really frustrating to hear people that will just discredit that. You know, like people that play FPS or another kind of game that don't refer to you as a real gamer because that knowledge doesn't meet their criteria for gaming.
First off, you can't meet my criteria for gaming. Let's put you in a scenario with us. There's a game we play as fighting game players, and my whole house is fighting game players, so we play this in my house a lot. It's called Tech the Grab. Now, if you don't know what Tech the Grab is, then you have not trained proficiently in fighting games. And some people pick them up for fun, but not in my house. In my house, we're playing for real. That's why my kids don't play fighting games, because they know Daddy's gonna be right there telling them, if you don't Tech that fucking grab, you are no longer my son. But
Sounds like Sparta.
here it is. Tech the Grab. It's a simple game. No powers, no combos, no nothing. We start off on an even playing field. 1, 2. Teching a grab is pressing both light punch and light kick in 1/10 of a frame to stop someone that grabs you. The entire match, we are gonna play best 3 out of 3, best 2 out of 3, teching the grab.
Wait, 1/10 of a frame?
Correct. So you have to be right there. So the second they put their hands on you, there's gonna be an animation. So the animation, as soon as you see the animation, you have a 10 to press.
1/10 of a second or 1/10 of a frame?
Um,
Bro, because there are 60 frames in a second.
yeah, there's 60 frames in a second,
And if that's 1/10 of a frame,
because then it,
that is 1/600th of a second.
I think a second. I'm
A
trying to.
10th of a second. Okay.
10th of a second.
So you have 10 frames.
You have 10 frames.
You have 10 frames.
Okay.
You have less. No, you have less than 10 frames. You have 3. It's a 3-frame tech.
Okay.
You have 3 frames. You have exactly 3 frames to recognize that this grab is going on and to hit the button.
Okay. So a 20th of a second.
In some games, it's a little less,
Okay.
and they give you a bigger window to do it. But in Street Fighter, in particular Street Fighter now, that's how long it takes.
Right.
So we play entire rounds in my house of just grabs.
Okay.
Of just grabs. That's it. So sit down. Anybody who plays FPS, anybody who plays shooting games, play Tech the Grab with me. That's what I want you to do. Let's play Tech the Grab. And if you win, I will stream Fortnite. I'll do it. You understand? I'll get on and I'll stream Fortnite. But play Tech the Grab with me. Let's see how good you really are at a game where you don't have, and it's not a hard game to play. It's not hard. It's 2 buttons. You focus. As soon as you see the animation, you press it. And we don't get 2 different characters. We get the exact same character. This is Tech the Grab.
Okay.
It's real simple.
By the way, if you actually want to accept this challenge, tweet us.
Tweet us. If you want to accept this challenge, tweet us. I dare anybody to come play the Tech the Grab with me. Because this is what gaming, to me, is about. I'm serious about mine. I do this. I play Tech the Grab with my kids, with my wife. My wife's not a Tech the Grab.
You know, honestly, as an FPS player, I'm glad I don't have to think about frames in that sense. Like, all of my shit, early on was like, okay, let me do this grenade throw like 600 times.
But what you do have to think about is area of effect and blast of an area. And what you also have to think about
Bullet
is
spread.
No, not even bullet spread anymore, because those games don't have that no more.
Okay.
Bullet spread.
The old ones did.
The old ones did.
Fortnite has bullet spread.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean,
It's not-
the
it's not-
shotgun physically has a
but
bullet
it's not
spread.
listed.
No, I'm talking about like an
But it's
assault
not
Oh,
listed.
like the.
It's not listed under its
characteristics.
under the gun's characteristics. It's not listed.
There is a bullet spread though. He is right. There is bullet
But
spread.
is it?
There was
but
more
is it
prevalent
listed?
of a bullet spread.
But is it listed? That's the thing. The thing about it is knowing that they have something there Is it listed?
If you shoot it at a wall, you're going to see the spread.
Is it listed?
If you shoot it at the wall, you're going to see the
Is
spread.
it listed?
Does it matter? If it's
Does it
listed?
matter?
It does matter. If, it's
No,
listed.
it doesn't.
If I want to go find out how many frames Rashid medium kick is, I can go to Shoryuken or event spread forums and find exactly how many frames his medium kick is, so I can pick something else of mine that can punish it. It's in the game, and if I wanted to,
So you're
I can
getting mad
go.
at data coders then?
Then if I really want to get down and gritty, I just go into practice mode. Oh my God, a feature that's not in Fortnite. Oh my God.
I will. No,
Is there a practice mode?
That sucks.
Okay, so it's a feature that's not in Fortnite.
Man,
but if I
that's
wanted
okay.
to get good, at a
That's
game, where do I
100%
go?
true.
Where do I go?
Because I
I go to
remember-
practice.
Starting up Call of Duty Maps as a kid and be like, okay, I'm going to spend the next, all Saturday working on this map, and I'm going to go through all 20 grenades, and then I'm going to mark down my new grenade locations
Exactly.
Yeah.
on my little booklet.
There's a way to practice.
There's a way to practice.
And that was
But now-
that is one thing that frustrated me in
But
Fortnite,
now,
not being able to actually get better.
now there's no way to get better outside of playing the game continuously. And then there's a level or a cap, because when you die, you don't respawn. So you don't get an immediate chance to learn from what you just learned from. So if I got killed by sitting there focusing on what the pickaxe does, now I'm gonna go back. Now that I know the pickaxe picks up stuff, what can I kill and what can I kill? So now I have to play a whole nother game. It extends the time it takes to get better at something. Overwatch has a practice mode. And I've been to Overwatch's practice mode. It's fantastic. Not only do the bullets do damage there, there's robots that actually move in a particular set and pattern. You can practice shooting with
RVs and everything.
Exactly. You can practice shooting. What the fuck's up, Fortnite? What's good? You want people to get good? You want me to get good, bro? You want, get good, bro? Yeah, get good, bro. Where's my practice?
Yeah.
Where do I go to practice?
That
Lack
was-
of tutorial, lack of practice mode.
Where do I go to practice?
And
Lack of
Because even if I
consistency.
wanted,
And that-
if I wanted to get good,
that being-
there's no place, bro.
that being said, the game still is free. So,
Who gives a if it's free?
I don't give a damn if it's free.
I don't give a damn
but
if it's free.
I'm just saying.
Want to know what we got for free? Practice mode. Game in the game.
You're not wrong. You're not
Come
wrong.
on, bro. Free to play games that have a practice mode. League of Legends has a practice mode. Free games that have a practice mode.
Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla. Hello.
I'm actually trying to think of a free game that I play right now. I'm like, here's not that free.
Shoot.
Well, no. StarCraft is now actually free now. So technically there is a practice because you can play against AI.
See? But you have a practice mode.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for you to practice. And even in the newer iterations. So when Black Ops 4 comes out.
Oh man, dude, I stopped after Call of Duty 4. Like, after that, I'm like, this is a whole different game. And it kept on going south and south. I'm like, why put airstrikes in a competitive game?
See? But here's.
Why put radar or scans in a competitive game? Why put perks?
And that's
Okay,
my.
maybe perks, but not all the damn perks.
But that's my beef. That's the whole entirety of my beef. They're like, hey, bruh, you need to get good. I can't. There's no place for me to get good.
I
There's
agree.
no place.
Okay, so
Like-
as a sport, you need to be able to play and level playing field. Just like football, soccer, every actual sport. If we want, as a community, to become a sport, it has to be fair the moment you start.
Right.
You need to be able to practice on your own, not practice with 300 other folks.
And you
Doesn't
can't even
work.
practice with 300 other folks. They're just gonna shoot you. I was trying to figure out the game. I just got shot.
Yeah.
That's
And-
why I still
and
think
they-
League of Legends is probably still the most competitive, biggest game that we have at the moment.
Why do you say that?
Negative. Street Fighter's giving out $500,000 to one person. And you don't need a team of 5 to do it. Because the thing about League of Legends is, and
I think he's speaking from an aspect of not necessarily from finances. I think he's talking from an aspect of publicity.
No, as publicity, fighting games are up there. Capcom Cup is on TBS. There's a reality show for Street Fighter called E-League The Challenger on TBS.
When does it air?
It's already, well, the season is already done now.
Oh, okay.
It's already done because they just started the E-League last week. But it was on TBS. I followed that show.
Okay, well.
Every week I tuned in and I watched it. I followed that show. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. We have these competitive games that are on the market. But Fortnite ain't one of them.
Despite it being like the most viewed game on Twitch.
Like, yes, it's the most viewed game on Twitch. But it don't mean shit. You can't put it in the East. And that's where they wanted to go. That's exactly where they wanted to go. Even Overwatch has a competitive scene. And Overwatch has a competitive scene because you have a team
Overwatch
of
has
people.
amazing players too. Some of those folks.
Bruh, have you seen the dudes in France? Have you seen them?
French or French?
France.
Sounds like you mixed.
Look, man. Look, shut your face. Don't play that back in the tape.
You Frenchy French.
Nah, but they were incredible. I'm not into the competitive scene, but I watched a game where the French.
Oh my god.
It was the French versus another country, and I don't
French. We're gonna keep turning that now. It's French.
The French. But they were incredible. Their teamwork was immaculate. They had, they didn't use their ult when they were about to die, and that's something I actually learned from that game. You have to, if you have your ult, don't do it when you're about to die, or don't do it when all of your team is dead. Do it with your team around so they can cover you up. I didn't think about that. I'd just jump in the match and, I got ult, press a button, and that'd be that. But they actually thought about that. There was some thought and care and construct behind it, but it lets me know that we're not always going to see things the same way.
Now,
I would have never thought of that.
Now, here's a point that I want to bring up. Is our problem with the game, or is our problem with the community surrounding the game?
Both.
Now, no.
Fuck Fortnite.
No. I understand that you can.
And fuck the Fortnite community.
I understand. Hey. I understand that you cannot like a game.
Okay.
Just like I don't like certain games, you don't
Right.
like certain games.
Right.
I get that. That's not a problem. But does the amount of hatred that this game is garnering right now, would it be the same if the community was as friendly towards other gaming communities as other gaming communities are towards each other? That's all I'm saying.
So,
Yeah.
So
if we say that Fortnite did not have any toxicity in it,
right, and I
it
mean,
would be a better game.
and of course, that's going to be true. Of course, that's going to be. It wouldn't be a better game. The community would be better. But
Okay.
and of course, there's toxicity within any community of a game.
Because I'm getting ready to let you know.
Any
All the
kind,
toxicity everywhere, man.
any kind of fandom, you're gonna have that, and nobody's necessarily above that. And I understand that. But all I'm saying is, if I was talking to somebody,
I've probably been toxic.
oh no, I know I have too. Dude, honestly, Smash helped me get over a lot of anger issues. Like, I'm not even joking with you. I used to rage really hard, and then at a point,
I play Street Fighter. It gives you anger issues.
Well, now see, mine helped me.
Swear to God.
Mine helped me cure mine, because whenever I would go to tournaments and I would get mad and stuff, I was like, no, you know what? This person beat me fair and square. It may be a cheap way to win, but this is competitive, and if somebody's gonna camp me, that's how they're gonna win. And see,
if I'm gonna fight and they're standing on the ground, I'm throwing sand.
but see, that's the thing. Is a game. That's what it made me realize. Is I'm like,
Right.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna respect every one of my opponents.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go into a match, shake the person's hand, wish them luck, fight them, shake their hand, good game. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna, that's not like, oh, fuck you, noob. Like, that's not how I operate. And see, I just wish.
We deal with a lot of rage quitters. That's all I'm saying.
And
If
see-
you play Street Fighter, you rage quit.
And see, I just wish that people had more respect for their opponents, even if it's a stupid online game.
Yeah.
I get that. But,
Don't quit on me.
but I just, I wish there would be a point where we could come and say, like, if I was talking to somebody and they'd be like, oh, so what video games do you play? I'd be like, oh, I play Smash 4 competitively. They're like, oh, that's awesome. What do you play? Oh, I play Fortnite. Sweet, that's cool, man. How's that going? Like, I just wish we could get to that point.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite.
No, I'm not.
And that's fine. I don't have to be, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate the fact that other people aren't.
I get what you're saying, but why do we have to be the bigger people in this regard?
Oh, I'm not saying that we do.
Like,
I'm not. No.
like-
Listen. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I have to put some fucking brakes or a bell on you, Jesus.
yo,
That's not.
I don't want to be the bigger
That's not what I'm
person,
saying.
right?
And I'm not saying that.
You are the big
I'm not-
right?
I mean, in this room, yes, he is. But
It's fucking ass.
6'3" black man, yeah.
You left me. You left it wide open. I was
God
like,
damn.
I gotta reach in there, and I gotta just squeeze.
Dude, stop.
I am naming that.
Stop. Stop. That went way too. Stop. All I'm saying.
We're gonna put that
Is I'm
on
not
the
saying-
beginning of this video.
All I'm saying is I'm not saying we have to be the bigger people. I'm just saying that somebody has to at one point. And I wish.
Well, I get it.
I wish the communities
I
could
get
chill
it, but
and act
here's
not they don't, cause see that's the
But
thing.
the same thing about. But I get what you're saying.
Because they don't have most people in gaming communities don't have respect for other games.
Right.
Or like people that watch
Well,
specific
where-
anime don't have respect for
But
people that
where-
like other shows.
But can you play Fortnite in a local mode?
No.
That's why the community's like that. When you're over the internet, you tend to think you can get away with more than you can. You will tend to be a bit of an
That's part of
asshole.
that whole anonymity thing.
But when
Well, yeah, certainly.
But when you can go ahead and go,
Same thing as like YouTube comments and tweets and everything else.
And see,
Right.
I've heard arguments that people make that's more like if you see somebody rage in a game like that, that's more of who they really are.
yeah, but that's not.
And I don't buy
That's
that.
not real. I rage in the game all the
I
time.
can see that for some folks, but that's definitely not a universal truth or anything like that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I rage all the time. Oh man, versus Urian? Rashid versus Urian? That's a terrible matchup. I rage every time. Every time I get hit with an Aegis Reflector combo, man. But I gotta take him. I gotta eat that. And that's what it is. It's just like the fact that Fortnite doesn't have. Now let's get something straight. Fortnite don't deal well with cheaters. If you cheating in that game, they get rid of you. They get you off.
Right.
So that I respect them in, but they don't have the modes that it takes to breed the type of players. Players like Ninja. Players like Ninja. What's the
You
other?
got all the skills from back in the Halo days, anyways.
But they don't have the tools to make enough players for their esports scene.
And see, here's my thing. This game, Fortnite, I don't think was ever designed to be that.
Because wasn't it Fortnite Save the World?
Yes, exactly. That's
Whatever happened to Save the World?
Dude, this is early access now.
Because all I heard was Battle Royal.
Battle Royale.
And then I realized that they're two separate entities.
Save the World is the paid version.
Yeah.
Battle Royale is the free version that everybody's getting their jollies off for right
The
now.
Royale came. Okay, so all this started with Arma 3. Arma 3 started this whole Royale thing first. H1Z1 came after Arma 3, made it better. PUBG made it better than H1. And then PUBG started doing good, so Fortnite took their version, made it their own Battle Royale, and knocked out all the rest.
And Fortnite has been like the original Fortnite, not the Battle Royale, but like
The original Fortnite looks fun. I so want to play it, but they never put it on sale. And it's like, well, sucks for you. You don't want to have my money.
So I'm confused because again, I was looking for Fortnite Save the World because guess what? If I have to pay for a training mode to get good at it, I'll
Like,
pay for the fucking training mode.
You know, that's kind of funny because think of having a fighting game and saying, hey, if you want a training center, pay for your gym membership.
Like, bro, piss the fuck off. Bro, we have to pay for
That would be
like we have to pay for characters and stages, and I'm
I'll
already
put
pissed
I'll
off.
put it to you like this.
Really?
I'll put it to you like this.
Yeah.
Well, I
Fortnite,
guess that's what entry DLC.
Fortnite was revealed and in development starting back from like 2011. The ideas for it came out in 2011, and then like in 2015 that they recognized that they said that they announced the game too soon. But like they were planning this game for a long time, and it didn't gain any traction until they added a battle royale mode to it.
But my point is, where or when are you gonna add a training mode? Like
They probably won't.
you can boil down
Overall, still
this. You
they
can
probably
boil this
No,
this whole episode down to just that. Why do you say fuck Fortnite? There's no place I can get better. I suck at the game right now because I have no place to get better. It feels like I'm stuck in an Everest commercial. I want to be good at Fortnite, but I can't be good at Fortnite because there's no place to practice. There's no place to practice because I'm not good at Fortnite. I'm not good at Fortnite because there's no place to practice. I feel stuck in a loop where I can't play the game.
Not sponsored
It's a
by
Klondike
not sponsored.
bar.
Not sponsored by Klondike.
Klondike bar. It's a
Dude,
if you're gonna sing the jingle, you're gonna get it right.
I don't care. It's an Eskimo bar. You should
First,
do
it is not an Eskimo bar.
Okay,
It's a bear.
okay, we're done. We're done. We're done.
What do you mean?
We're
No,
done.
we're not.
It's
Not,
a
not,
bear.
not with. We're done with this.
Oh my
Why do you
god.
gotta be pushing down on me all the
I'm
time?
out.
Shut up, Anakin.
There we go. Finally, I got it out.
Jesus.
I needed to push
One
my
an
button.
episode.
At least.
Jesus.
That's my minimum quota.
God damn it. God damn it.
Okay.
But
That's my minimum quota.
but nicely, neatly wrapped up. Fortnite is not bad as a community concern because I can understand their community. I've been in worse communities. Shit, I played League of Legends for 4 years. There's no community worse than that. Let you be playing for 35, 45 minutes and you decided to go to Baron by yourself. There was no end of the flame that you'll get for being that stupid. I'm just saying, if you go top and the rest of us are mid and we're in the middle and a fight breaks out, they're gonna flame you for being top.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are you doing up there? I'm just gonna get some form. No one cares, okay?
Unless you're the ADC. Okay? The only time they may be okay is if it's the ADC trying to get their farm up.
So yeah, either way. But that's what it is. To boil it down simply and purely, Fortnite. I don't care for you as a game, not because of your community, but because of the choices you made as a game. By not including the modes that people need to get better, by not including by making it way too random depending on the level of gun you get, by having to shove money into you to get different types of weapons, you made yourself a game that only a child can enjoy. And it's no wonder that your community acts as the game you put out. Because if you want an adult to sit down and play a game like that, you have to give me a mode where I can get better. I don't have the time where I can sit down and play it.
And I don't have a problem with the game. I don't have a problem with any of the games that are coming out now. If you like a game, you like a game. That's fine with me. That's okay. You can.
No.
Fuck
Fortnite.
Let me. I get that. But let me finish.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you finish. But I just need you to not excuse Fortnite. I need you to say.
Oh, I'm not excusing it by any stretch of the imagination. I agree that it needs a point.
Because this episode is just titled "Fuck Fortnite."
I need a place where I can get better because after coming from 3 years of competitive 2D fighting games, I'm not a dude. I don't know how to shoot. I can't aim worth a damn. I can't.
Bro, it takes me forever.
I can't think in 2D. I think in 2D, man. Like, come on. But all I'm saying is, if you like a game, that's great. That's fine. Enjoy it. But don't. I get tired whenever people don't have the patience to teach me how to do it. Whenever people don't have.
That shit bugs me.
Whenever people get frustrated at me for not being as good at the game, and I'm just like it really makes me not want to be involved.
Bro, yeah. Yes. Yeah. A friend was like, hey, let me teach you how to play Halo. They just duck. For what? Bow! Headshot. You gotta keep ducking if you're gonna be good at Halo, bro. Like, bro, you are not getting better. Of course I'm not getting better. This is not the environment for me to get better, where you're just practicing your aim and I'm practicing running across the field.
So I'll make my final statement.
In FPSs, I've always thought search and destroy or some sort of objective was always the best thing. Because it invokes a lot of good team play, a lot of good teamwork. You can practice, you can make plans. It's more. I mean, I know that Call of Duty and all these other old school games back in, for lack of a better term, my prime, like there's CTF and TDM and everything. And those are great, those are fun, but they're too randomized and it's too hard to come up with a simple or an actual strat the entire time because there's so many variables all at the same time. It's just way too hard. If you can concise it down to meet a set objective, like an actual sport, like football, your objective is get into the, touchdown range.
End zone. Right?
Yes.
I don't agree.
Well, you want to get
touchdown range.
Hey man, you want to get to the touchdown range? I mean, that's literally one of the first steps. That's
First
one of
off,
the first
End
steps.
zone.
First off, high five for touchdown range. Click on. We need a like for the touchdown range.
Oh my god.
I can't tell you how many freaking football games I've been to, and I messed that up. Because, dude, in high school, I used to go all football games because I was a band, so I was like, I have to enjoy the game. I gotta, I was rooting and hollering all the time. By the way, well, no, I don't want to say that because then y'all know what I was.
Yep. Shut up.
Yep. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. It needs to be more concise. Like, there actually has to be an objective other than
Survive.
yes, and kill randomly. It doesn't, because it's not even a I guess you could call that an objective, but it's so vague and obscure. It's like, okay, your school gives you a final project, says, give me a final project. Okay, what do you want?
A final
Okay,
project.
I want a final project. You have no idea what the requirements are. You have no idea what they want.
And that's the biggest problem.
There's no way to get feedback.
Right? There's no feedback. There's nothing. So there's no way for you to progress at the game because in the fighting game community, you get better when you stop drowning in pools. That's how you know you get better. So the second you stop drowning, and for those of you who are not fighting game players, that means you go 0-2 in tournament. You play 2 games, you lost both. That means you suck. Get back in the lab. But at least you have a lab to go get back to.
Confirm your combos.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly. I've
Yeah.
dropped several of my big tournament losses have been because I dropped the combo.
Boom.
I missed. This was
Like you missed the one chain, and you're like, shit.
I missed a confirm.
Bruh.
I missed a confirm.
And that's the
It
thing.
was I was facing off against the #1 player back in my city, and I was ranked 6th, and I'd just beaten the #3 guy.
Yeah.
So I was in a really, really good position. I was in second round of winners in the top 8 of my city, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was facing off against #1 player in my city, and I did my down tilt, which confirms perfectly into up B. But you have to do a dash forward, jump cancel into up special with Little Mac, right? Did my down tilt, did my dash, mistimed my jump cancel up special, missed the confirm, lost the match, lost the round.
Yep. I got stories like that, but we don't have enough time. But if you ever want to hear one of my embarrassing stories, or if you want to talk about gaming in general, talk to us in the comment section. If you have input, no, we don't ask for topics. We do our own topics. We do our own thing. We don't take your bullshit. We got no bullshit. We don't take your bullshit. We got our own. Trust me.
All right, and that will make episode 8, everybody. So we will catch you guys next week.
Alrighty. This is XX Howling signing out.
This is Cobalt signing out.
This is Anicool signing out.
Beep. This is XX Howling XX, just giving you a little bit behind the scenes. The video footage that you've been watching is video footage of Warframe. Now, I want to start off by saying we are not sponsored by Warframe. We just need to let you know that because, again, we're not sponsored by Warframe. But if Warframe wants to sponsor us, I will take some platinum. But Warframe is a free-to-play game that doesn't get a lot of shine. It came out a couple of years ago, and it does have a community behind it. But I want to see that community get bigger, better, and grow. It's what you've been watching is me play through the first hour again. It's really, really fun. It's on Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and will soon be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So please, pick it up, try it. It is hella fun. This is XX Howling XX, signing out.